Story time. I step out the hotel room and police are everywhere. How did I get there? So, back in about 2012, I had met a guy on Craigslist, and he was doing some check stuff with checks and wanted to know if I would print some off, and I was going to get half the money. He gets half the checks, I get half of them or whatever. And so I was like, yeah, cool, whatever, because I was strung out on methadone and was just running wild, and I was doing it at a hotel. I was using their printer, and so I figured after a little while I needed to leave from that hotel, so I go to another one. And I got this girl with me, and I go in there and I'm checking into the hotel, and the girl behind the desk starts hitting on me. So we exchange numbers or whatever, and me and her go and check in the room, and she starts texting me, telling me that she was going to be house sitting at this couple's house for Thanksgiving. It's Thanksgiving time. Wanted to know if I wanted to come over and hang out with her. And so I said yes, and yes, I know I was with another girl. I wasn't a good person at the time. Please don't hold that against me. Anyway, and so I was like, yeah, I'll come over and hang out with you. And so I go over there one day, and I don't remember if it was Thanksgiving Day or day after, but either way, I went over and hung out one day for a few hours and then went back the next day. And that's it. All we did was enjoy each other's company while I was there, let me say it that way. And that's it. And then I left and go back to the hotel. Well, I started getting paranoid in my mind, and so I called down at the desk. I was like, look here, I'm going to give you the money for 3 more rooms. I want you to rent them out to fake names so I have different rooms to go into in case the police get on my trail, as if they wasn't going to find me. I was just so smart, you know what I mean? Anyway, and so I'm in there, and I'm minding my own business, me and her doing our thing, and my brother tells me that the police are looking for me, and he's mad at me, man. He's pissed, as he should have been. And I'd done all that time. Here I was back in trouble again. And so I'm in that room, and me and the other girl are actually fighting and arguing. And the motel room phone rings. And I pick it up, and it's the girl at the front desk telling me that the police are there wanting me and that there's a lot of them. And I'm like, what? So I go to step out that motel room, going to try to go to another one, and there's no doing that. The police, I'm talking about, they were everywhere. So I back up in the room. They done saw me, and I shut the door and lock it. I shouldn't have never went outside of it. But anyway, they already knew what room I was in because she's done told them. And so they come up there, and they're beating on the door or whatever. And I told girl I was with, I said, I'm not going out there. I done told you I ain't going back to penitentiary. I was going to do suicide by cops, what I was going to do, just to be honest about it. And she's crying hysterically. She's known me since I was a little boy and all this. And she's like, please just turn yourself in, all this. And I'm like, man. And so I'm sitting there, and she goes, I'm going to open the door and let them in. I said, no, you need to go in there in the bathroom because they fixed to bum rush me just because of my past history or whatever. And so they come in, we let them in or whatever, and they get me on the ground and get me in handcuffs. And as I'm getting up, they give me her phone and give her my phone, but I don't know this. And so they take me down to the Franklin City Police Department. This is the only time that they had ever tried to turn me into a snitch. They handcuffed me to a table down